So this week we took the opportunity to take the HORWIN CR6 out for an urban range test to see what it's really capable of in a real world scenario. So for this test we stuck mainly to 30-mile-an-hour zones with a couple of 40-mile-an-hour areas thrown in as well. Now, considering the time of year, it is quite warm, so it was about 25 degrees on the day that we did the test, and that can have a positive impact on your range. So the results that we got from this test, you might not necessarily see that all year round, but it's a good barometer to understand exactly what the performance of this bike is. So firstly, let's touch on the battery technology in the HORWIN CR6. This is an integral battery, meaning that it can't be removed. It's about 3.9 kilowatt hours in capacity. It's made up of the Panasonic 18650 cells, so you know you're getting a good quality product. As stated by HORWIN, the range is about 68 miles from 100% to zero. So of course we'll find out exactly what we get when we reveal the results of our test at the end. So in terms of rider comfort, the HORWIN CR6 is actually a really comfortable bike to ride. All in all, during the test, I was actually sat on this bike for about 2.5 hours and literally felt no fatigue whatsoever. It's got a really nice, soft and deep cushioned seat. It's quite wide, but it's genuinely really comfortable. You're looking at just over 800mm in terms of the seat height. So for me, at 5'9", I can flat foot it on both sides. But it might be a consideration if you're a little bit shorter than that. So you're joining me about halfway through. I'm at 47% state of charge and I've done 32 miles so far. Probably been averaging between 30 and 32 miles an hour. It's mainly been proper urban town city driving. So I've gone up to 40 a couple of times. Also been stuck in some traffic, but thankfully because it's electric, don't use any fuel when you stopped. But it seems to be doing really well. Like I say, 32 miles covered so far and not quite 50% used. So all is looking good. So let's talk about the results of our range test. So we started at 96% state of charge and we had exactly 100 miles on the clock. So again, bear in mind this is a very new battery. Like I say, it's only done 100 miles from new, and normally it does take 3 or 4 charge cycles before you see full capacity on the bike. So starting at 100 miles, we finished on 6% state of charge and on 158 miles on the clock. So that's a full distance travelled of 158 miles. And then if we add in the 2 miles that I'd already covered to go from 100% down to 96%, that's a total of 60 miles on that one ride. And then if we assume that that last 6% will give you another 2 miles, that's 62 miles in total for the full charge from 100 all the way down to 0. Now in the UK, our cost per kilowatt hour for electricity is somewhere between 14 and 15 pence per kilowatt hour. So if we just split that down the middle, let's say it's 14.5p per kilowatt hour. And this battery pack on the HORWIN CR6 is around about 3.96 kilowatt hours. So taking into account that cost and the capacity of this battery, you're looking at around 57.4 pence for a full charge, which is incredible value for money when you think about it. Less than 60p to get a full charge. So if we then take our 62 miles from 100% to 0, and we see how much it costs per mile based on the capacity of the battery, you're actually looking at less than a penny a mile to run the HORWIN CR6 within the parameters of the test that we did. So less than 1p per mile to run the HORWIN CR6. Which compared to a petrol equivalent is absolutely dirt cheap. So I would generally say that 62 miles is an achievable range from 100 down to 0. So I hope this video has been interesting for you. And don't forget to check out our website to see the full range of electric motorbikes that we offer. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos to come.